This next speaker I've gotten to work with a lot over the past few months. He has changed my view over the last few months of just how easy, really, if you ask, it is to get grassroots activity in our community. I think the cliche in our community has been that it's hard to get people to come out to a rally. It's hard to get people to give up a day in the hunting stand or an afternoon at the range. It's hard to get people to skip work and spend the money to come out and do things. Well, you guys have all proven today, our speakers have all proven today that that cliche is wrong. And one of the people at the forefront of grassroots activity in this space, Anthony Garcia.
Wow, this is one hell of a crowd, holy sh. All right, my name's Anthony Garcia. I'm president of Save the Second. What I want to talk to you about today is duty. Our duty as citizens of the United States, because believe it or not, we do all have a duty and an obligation to maintain our Constitution, and today specifically, our Second Amendment, because the Second Amendment is the right which protects all the rest of them. The Constitution is a gift given to us by the Founding Fathers. It's our birthright. It's the thing that has kept this country as free as it is today. But that does not mean that it can't be changed or warped and interpreted in ways the Founding Fathers didn't intend. And we've seen plenty of that, especially with regards to the Second Amendment. Now, I believe the right to self-defense, thus the right to keep and bear arms, is a natural right. It's a right that didn't need to be granted by any man, and it's a right that can't be taken away by any man. It simply is. The Second Amendment is supposed to be a guarantee that the government would not interfere with that natural right. However, that's exactly what's happening. And now we're locked into a struggle with those who would wish to use government to deprive us of that right. And it is our duty and obligation to protect that guarantee of our natural rights, to protect that Second Amendment. Because if we don't protect it, we lose it, along with everything else resembling freedom in this country. After the Constitutional Convention in 1787, Ben Franklin was asked if we had a monarchy or a republic. His response was that famous quote, "A republic if you can keep it." That means that we, as citizens of this country, must be actively involved in protecting our rights. It means that we cannot sit on the sidelines. We cannot hope someone else will do it for us. Only we can keep our republic, our Constitution, and our Second Amendment. Now, we can fulfill our obligation to protect our rights in many different ways, but the most powerful of which is grassroots activism. And that means you standing here at this rally, you watching this on your live stream, you listening to this 2 years from now. This means you doing what you know you need to do. Grassroots is without a doubt the most powerful weapon that we have, because after all, the buck stops with the voters. I believe that a handful of determined, smart, and mildly angry individuals can change the world through grassroots action. Sometimes, as activists, we pool our resources, form organizations to become more powerful. And as members of those organizations, we still need to hold them accountable to that obligation of protecting our rights. That's actually what my organization, Save the Second, does. We're focused on fixing the NRA on a fundamental level, returning them to a place of efficiency and effectiveness, as well as updating them to modern gun culture. Bump stocks, anybody? There's actually some petitions going around. If you are a voting member of the NRA, you can sign those to help get term limits for their board of directors. But no matter what, we the people have to take the fight to the gun grabbers. We have to rally like we are here. We have to testify in our legislatures, our town halls, and city councils. We have to campaign for pro-gun candidates. We have to take the fight right to them, right down into the trenches. And in the end, it will come down to you and what you choose to do. Will you do nothing, or almost nothing, and allow our rights to be slowly and completely eroded? Will you choose to let someone else do it for you while putting in none of your own time, money, or effort? Will you allow the gun grabbers to continue dismantling our basic and fundamental guarantee of a natural right to self-defense through the ownership of arms? No! Or will you choose to fulfill your obligation to your Constitution, our freedom, and our Second Amendment? Will you choose instead to fight to keep this republic? Will you rise and meet your duty to preserve, promote, and expand our right to keep and bear arms? Will you walk away from here today after hearing the words of so many of these awesome and amazing speakers and do everything you can for our Second Amendment? I hope you will. Our freedom depends on you getting involved in this fight. My name's Anthony Garcia of Save the Second. Thank you for listening.